got that little rainbow around you. Alright, no sweet. Shalom Israel. This is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We are led by the amazing, commanding General YAHANNA. And today is the I.S.U.P.K Houston, Port Arthur, Lufkin, Galveston. Did I leave one out? Beaumont. Saturday Sabbath class. You understand? When we go over the first few books in the Bible, you know what I'm saying? Not only will we be reading in the Hebrew, but we will also be translating it into the English for our learning and understanding. You know what I'm saying? We're going to start off class as we always do by calling the first priest up. Amadu, which means stand.
Yabakan, Banyahauda, Banyashala.
Yabakan, Banyahauda, Banyashala.
Yahabashim, Yahashab, Brakathon. 5.
Yahabashim, Yahashab, Brakathon.
Layashala.
Layashala. All right. All right, we're going to get into the prayers. Sar, turn and face the east.
The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malak with Ka.
Malak with Ka.
Taba'ah.
Daba'ah.
Ratazaka.
Ratazayaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Ba'ratazah.
Ba'ratazah.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim.
Lathandanoah.
Lataninawa.
Lakam.
Lacham.
Call.
Ka.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalaknawa.
Wasalakinawa.
Kabawatnawa.
Kabawatinawa.
Kasalaknawa.
Kasalakinawa.
Kabawatinawa.
Kabawatinawa.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Taba'aynawa.
Daba'ayinawa.
Banasayawan.
Banasayawan.
Abal.
Abal.
Awashaynawa.
Awasayinawa.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Rai.
Rai.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Amalakwa.
Amalakwa.
Wahala.
Wahala.
Wahatapara.
Watapara.
Lawalamium.
Lawalamium.
Aman.
Aman. In the English. Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
thy kingdom come,
thy kingdom come,
thy will be done
thy will be done
in earth
as
it is in heaven.
it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread,
our daily bread,
and forgive us
and forgive us
our debts
our debts
as we forgive
as we forgive
our debtors.
our debtors,
And lead us not
and lead us not
into temptation,
into temptation,
but deliver us
but deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it. Achak, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Bahashim Yahushai.
Bahashim Yahushua,
Babu Kashah.
Babu Kusha,
The son of Noah.
Latananawa,
Achak.
Hakak,
Hakak.
Hakak,
The Rapa'ah.
Larapa'a,
Call Makala.
Kamakala,
Wakal Marawa.
Wakamarawa,
Hakak.
Hakak,
Latahar.
Latahor,
Hamasazarayim.
Hamatarazayim,
Hakak.
Hakak,
Lahakwayam.
Lakoyum,
Hamathiam.
Hamathium,
Hakak.
Hakak,
Arakawah.
Arakwa,
Atama Allah.
Atama Allah,
Lagar Shun.
Lagar Shun,
Bahashim Yahushai.
Bahashim Yahushua,
The water.
the water.
Aman.
Aman. In the English, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
please give us the power
please give us the power
to heal all manner of sickness
to heal all manner of sickness
and all manner of disease,
and all manner of disease,
the power to cleanse the
the
lepers,
power to cleanse the lepers,
the power to raise the dead,
the power to raise the dead,
the power against unclean
the
spirits,
power against unclean spirits,
to cast them out.
to cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh
In
Shai,
the name of Yahweh Shai,
thank you, so be it.
thank you, so be it. Bless Israel. In the Hebrew, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashem Yahweh Shai,
Bahashim Yahweh Shai,
Barak Lanawa,
Barak Lanawa,
Wa Yashala,
Waya Shalom,
Waha Bayat, Saparium,
Wahabayat Saparium,
Barak,
Barak,
Bahashem Yahweh Shai,
Bahashim Yahweh Shai,
the water,
the water,
Haman.
Amen. What we just said was, Lord,
Lord,
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
bless us
bless us
and Israel.
and Israel.
In the name of Yahweh Shai,
In the name of Yahweh Shai,
thank you, so be it.
thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah,
Asha'ah,
Ayanya,
Ayanya,
Al-Haharim,
Ahahayim,
Ma'ayan,
Bayan,
Yaba'ah,
Yaba'ah,
Azariah,
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 Ma'ayin,
Ma'ayim,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Shemayim,
Shemayim,
Wa'aratza,
Wa'aratazah,
Oyatan,
Ayatan,
Lamawat,
Lamawat,
Regalka,
Regalka,
Yanawam,
All Yanawam,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Ana,
Hana,
La'ah,
La'ah,
Yanawam,
Yanawam,
Wala'ah,
Wala'ah,
Yayashan,
Yayashan,
Shawamar,
Shawamar,
Yasha'ala,
Yasha'ala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tazalka,
Tazalka,
Oyad,
Ayad,
Yamyanka,
Yamyanka,
Yawamam,
Yawamam,
Hashamash,
Hashamash,
La'ayakayaka,
Ayakaika,
Wayarach,
Wayarach,
Balayala,
Balayala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamarka,
Yashamarka,
Makal Rai,
Makal Ra,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Afna Pashka,
After Pashka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar Taza Afka,
Yashamar Taza Afka,
Wabawa Aka,
Ubawaka,
Ma'aita,
Ma'aita,
Wa'aid Awalam.
Wa'id Awalam. In the English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes to the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh,
My help cometh from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time forth
from this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Allahayim,
Alahayim,
all Dami Alaka,
Adama Yalaka,
all Sakarash,
Adakarash,
Wa'al,
Wa'ah,
Tashakwat,
Dashakwat,
all
Ah,
Kayahana,
Yahana,
Awayabika,
Awa Yabyaka,
Yahama Yawan,
Yahaman Yawan,
Wamashanayaka,
Wamashanayaka,
Sha'awa,
Sha'awa,
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash,
Al-Amika,
Al Amyaka,
Ya'ira Yamwa,
Ya'ara Yamwa,
Sawad,
Sawat,
Wayata Ya'ai Tazawa,
Wayata Ya'ai Tazawa,
Al Tazapawanyaka,
Al Tazapawanyaka,
Amarawa,
Amawa,
Lakawa,
Lakau,
Wanakak Yadam,
Nakachidam,
Magalia,
Magalia,
Wala'ah,
Wala'ah,
Yazakar,
Yazakar,
Sham Yashala,
Shum Yasha'ala,
Awad,
Iwad,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Nawa'ai Tazawa,
Awa I Tazawa,
La,
Lab,
Yakadwa,
Yakadwa,
Ayaka,
Ayaka,
Baryaf,
Baryaf,
Yakarafwa,
Yakarwathwa,
Ahoya,
Ahoya,
Adawam,
Adawam,
Wa Yashamai Aliyam,
Wayashamalayam,
Mawa'aba,
Mawa'aba,
Wahagariam,
Wahagoyam,
Gabal,
Gabal,
Wa Amawan,
Waimawan,
Wa Amalak,
Waimalak,
Palashaf,
Palashaf,
Abishabia,
Amyashabia,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gum Ashawar,
Gum Ashawar,
Nalawa,
Nalawa,
Imam,
Imam,
Hayawa,
Hayawab,
Zarwad,
Zarwat,
Laban Yalawat,
Laban Yalawat,
Salah,
Salah,
Aisha Laham,
Aishalaham,
Kamadian,
Kamadian,
Kasyasara,
Kasiyasara,
Kayabian,
Kayabian,
Banakal,
Wanakor,
Hoyashawan,
Wayashawan,
Nashamadwa,
Nashamanwar,
Ba'ayan Da'ira,
Bayanda Ira,
Hayawa,
Hayawab,
Daman,
Daman,
La Adama,
La Adama,
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Nadiabawa,
Nadi Yamawa,
Ka Ira,
Hayarab,
Wakazabah.
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 Wakazalmanai.
Wakazalmanai.
Call Nasia Kamwa.
Call Nasia Kamwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amarwa.
Amaru.
Nayarasha.
Nayarasha.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Af.
Af.
Naawat.
Nawath.
Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Kagagala.
Kagagala.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya.
Lapanya.
Rakwa.
Raka.
Kaash.
Kaash.
Dabaira.
Dabaira.
Yaira.
Yaira.
Wakalahabah.
Wakalahabah.
Talahat.
Dalahat.
Haryam.
Haryam.
Khan.
Khan.
Daradapma.
Daradapma.
Basa Irika.
Basa Irika.
Wabasa Wapafka.
Wabasa Wapafka.
Dabahalam.
Dabahalam.
Mala'a.
Mala'a.
Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Kwalawan.
Kwalawan.
Wayabakwashwa.
Wayabakwashwa.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Wayabahawa.
Wayabahawa.
Adya'ai.
Adya'ai.
Wayakaparwa.
Wachaparwa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayada'aiwa.
Wayada'aiwa.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Ata.
Ata.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Labarka.
Labarka.
All you one.
Ayawan.
All Kaharatza.
Al Kaharatazab. This is Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence.
Keep not thy silence.
O power.
O power.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O power.
O power.
For lo,
lo,
thine enemies make a tumult.
thine enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee
And they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
come,
and let us cut them off from being a people,
and let us cut them off from
So like-
being a nation.
a nation.
Let us cut them off from being a nation.
That the name of Israel
That the name of Israel
may be no more in remembrance.
may be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against
The
thee.
tabernacles of Edom,
Tabernacles of Edom.
and the Ishmaelites,
And the Ishmaelites.
of Moab,
Of Moab.
and the Hagarenes,
And the Hagarenes.
Gabal,
Gabal.
and Ammon,
And Ammon.
and Amalek,
And Amalek.
the Philistines,
The Philistines.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur is also joined with them.
Assur also is joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah,
Salah.
do unto them
Do unto them
as unto the
as
Midianites,
unto the Midianites.
as to Sisera,
As to Sisera.
as to Jabin,
As to Jabin.
at the brook of Kison,
The brook of Kaisan.
which perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Arel
Make their nobles like Oreb.
and like Zeel.
And like Zayed.
Yea,
Yea.
all the princes as Zabah
All their princes as Zabah.
and as Zamunah,
And as Zamuna.
who have said,
Who have said,
let us take to ourselves
let us take to ourselves
the houses of the power in possession.
the houses of the power in possession.
O my power,
O my power.
make them like a wheel,
Make them like a wheel.
as the stubble before the wind,
As the stubble before the wind.
as the fire burneth a wood,
As the fire burneth a wood.
and as the flame set the mounts on fire.
And as a flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest,
So persecute them with thy tempest.
and make them afraid with thy storm.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill thy faces with shame.
that they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh.
let them be confounded
Let them be confounded.
and troubled
And troubled.
forever.
Forever.
Yea,
Yea.
let them be put to shame
Let them be put to shame.
and perish,
And perish.
that men may know
That men may know.
that thou,
That thou.
whose name alone
Whose name alone.
is Yahweh,
Is Yahweh.
art the most high
Art the most high.
over all the earth.
Over all the earth.
So I'll turn the face to front. All right, in the shop, you may be seated. You know what I'm saying? Get the Most High God a hand for those prayers, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, those prayers are such a beautiful thing because it is talking about the demise of our oppressor after they had their foot on our necks for so long. So, like, sir, all right, that's what, you know what I'm saying? After they had their foot on our neck for so long, you know what I'm saying? Getting some good, get back from the Most High God, you know what I'm saying? After being oppressed for so long in this hellhole called America, man. It's gonna come a time where when the Most High God is gonna make our enemies our footstool. You know what I'm saying? And this is understand the Most High God is not mocked. The Lord is not mocked. This will come into fruition. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna find out real soon that this Bible that we preach from, that we prophesy from, is not no fairy tale book. You understand? Everything in it has happened and will happen. You understand? This is not only just a book that we follow. This is this right here is Black history. You know what I'm saying? It's brown history. It's Native American history. Our true culture, man. And today we are going to be bringing out a bit of our history today, man. What you got, brother?
So, like if I could, sir, just go along with what you said. It says in the scriptures, as the Lord said, I'm paraphrasing, I think it's in Proverbs, like it. The Lord said, just ask of me and I'll give you the heathen for a possession. And that's what we're doing in them prayers. So we really ask them to curse them. But we can use a footstool too. So like that's all I had, sir.
Right on. You know what I'm saying? We could definitely use a footstool, and guess what? It's gonna come a time and a day and an hour where guess what? The Lord will make our enemy our footstool. You know what I'm saying? Like it has been far too long that we have been dead to who we are according to the Bible. We in America lost and stranded with no identity. You know what I'm saying? So it is the I.S.U.P's job to teach our people our identity according to the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Or we will continue to be lost. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Wide is the path to destruction, but narrow is the gate to the truth. I'm paraphrasing. You know what I'm saying? It's high time for us to wake up and realize that we are a people, a nation to be respected after being disrespected for so long. You know what I'm saying? After being trodden over, after being oppressed, after being beaten, after being abused for so long in America, it is time for us to wake up and realize our purpose to the Most High God, man. And you know what that is? That is being His people. That is being above all nations. It is time for us to realize the power that is within Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. We ain't just thugs, drug dealers, prostitutes, and whores, man. We are princes of the power. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that what I.S.U.P.K mean? Ain't that what Israel means? It means prince of the power, man. You know what I'm saying? You got anything else, brother?
Awesome.
No sweat. All right, so we are at the book of Genesis chapter 14, verse 8. You know what I'm saying? If y'all would like to follow along with us in the Hebrew, make sure you download the Bible Hub app and press interlinear, and it will bring you directly to the Hebrew. That is, download the Bible Hub app, go to interlinear, and go to Genesis chapter 14, verse 8 to read along with us in the Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? We will be reading in the Hebrew, and we'll be translating it and breaking it down in the English. You understand? All right, whenever you're ready, brother. You need water or anything? You can water?
Wow,
All right, no sweat.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 14, verse 8, in the Hebrew. Wayataza'ah, Malak, Saddam, Wa Malak, Imara, Wa Malak, Adamah, Wa Malak, Hazabaya, Yam, Wa Malak, Bala'ai, Hawa'ah, Haza'ir, Wa Ya'ai, Rakawa, Atham, Malakma, Ba'aimakwa, Ha-Shadium. Verse 9. Kadawal, it's like Kadawalai, Mar, Malak, Ayalam, Wa, Tadial, it's like Wa, Tadial, Malak, Gawayam, Wa, Amar Pa'al.
Shalak. You were supposed to start at Genesis 7, huh? Genesis 14 and 7. Yeah, just go back. It's all good. All right, so real quick, we're gonna start at Genesis chapter 14, verse 7. All right, whenever you're ready, brother.
is the book of Genesis, chapter 14, verse 7. Wayashabwa, Waya Ba'awa, All, Ayan, Mashapat, Hawa'a, Wadash, Waya Kawa, Ah, Call, Shaddai, Ka'ai, Mal, Waya, Wagum, Ah, Ha Amaria, Hayashab, Ba, Kha Taza, Slaki, Ba, Kha Tazan, Tamar, verse 8, Waya Taza'a, Malak, Saddam, Wa Malak, Amara, Wa Malak, Adama, Wa Malak, Tazabaya, Yam, Wa Malak, Bala'ai, Hawa'a, Taza'ai, Wa Ya'ai, Rakawa, Atham, Malakma, Ba'ai Makwa, Ha Shadium. Verse 9. Ah. Kadar. It's like a ka. Dara La'ai Mar. Malak. Ayalam. What the Da'ayel. What the Da'ayel. Malak. Gawayam. Wa Amar Pa'a. What it's like it. Wa Amar Paul. Malak. Shana'ai. Wa Ara Yawak. Malak. Al-Asar of Rabbi Slakia, Arabiah, Malakium, Ak, Ha-Kamash, verse 10, Wa-Amakwa, Ha-Shadium, Ba-Arak, Ba-Arak, Khamar, Wa-Yanasawa, Malak, Saddam, Wa-Imara, Wa-Ya-Pawa, Shema, Waha Na Sha'ariam, Hara, Nasawa, verse 11, Waya Kwa Chawa, Ak, Call, Rakash, Saddam, Wa'ai Mara, Wa'ak, Call, Akalam, Waya Lakawa, it's like Waya Lakawa, verse 12, Waya Kwa Chawa, Ak, Lawat, Wa'ath, Rakashwa, Ban, Akia, Abaram, Waya Lakwa, Wa Hawa'a, Yeshab, Ba Saddam. Verse 13. Waya Ba'a, Ha Kalayat, Wayagad, La Habaram, Ha'ai Barya, Waha Wa'a, Shakawa, Bab Alanya, Salakia, Bab Alanaya, Ma Mara'a, Ha Amaria, Akia, Ashakal, Wa Akia, Ainar, Waham, Ba Alia, Barya, Abaram. Verse 14. Waya
That's the last one.
Shammai, Abaram, Kiyah, Nashabah, Akyawa, Waya Rokwa, Af, Chana Yakayawa, Slaki, Chana Yakayawa, Ya Layadawa, Ya Layadaya, Bayathawa, Shamana, Aishar, Wa Shalash, Ma'awa, Wa Yarada, I, Don. That's in English.
Mm-hmm.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 14, verse 7. And they returned and came to Mishpat, which is Kadesh, and smote all the country of Amalek, of the Amalekites, and also of the Amorites.
So
That-
real quick, just so there will be no confusion, this isn't the modern day Amalekite. You know what I'm saying? This was the tribe of Japhet at the time. You know what I'm saying, that they are talking about, not to be confused with the Amalekites that appropriated our identity. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different. Those are the Japhetic tribes. So go ahead.
Of the Amalekites, and also of the Amorites that dwelt in Hazazon Tamar.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 8. And there went out the king of Sodom, and the king of Gomorrah, and the king of Adamah, and the king of Zeboim,
Mm-hmm.
and the king of Bela, the same is Zoar. And they joined battle with them in the vale of Siddim.
Right. So go ahead.
Verse 9. With Shador Lamar, the king of Elam, and with Tidal, king of nations, and Amraphel, king of Shinar, and Arioch, king of Elazar, 4 kings with 5.
Is that it?
Verse 10. and the value, and the vale of Siddim was full of slime pits. And the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah fled and fell there. And they that remained fled to the mountain. Verse 11. And they took all the goods of Sodom and Gomorrah and all their victuals.
So real quick, then you know what I'm saying, these kings went to war, and after they went to war, and after that side won, they got the spoils of war. You know what I'm saying? They took the goods, you know what I'm saying, the valuables, and you know what I'm saying, made off with it. Go ahead, brother.
And went their way. Verse 12. And they took Lot, Abram's brother's son.
Right. So they you know, Lot had went into that city, and they had, you know, ended up making off with him. You know what I'm saying? They took Lot's nephew. I mean, Abram's nephew. Go ahead.
Who dwelt in Sodom, and his goods, and departed.
Mm-hmm.
Verse
So
13.
real quick, you know what I'm saying, we already know that, you know, Abram and Lot came up. You know what I'm saying? They ended up dividing everything down the middle and went their separate ways. Lot went to Sodom and Gomorrah. You know what I'm saying? And Abram went to a different land. You know what I'm saying? So that way, they stuff wouldn't get mixed up. You know what I'm saying? So they both had a lot of riches, and so that stuff. So that they riches wouldn't get mixed up, they went ahead and went their separate ways. You know what I'm saying? And Lot ended up getting caught in a battle. He ended up getting his stuff took, and you know, getting himself took. Go ahead.
Verse 13. And there came one that had escaped, and told Abram the Hebrew,
Mm-hmm.
for he dwelt in the plain of Mamre,
Mamre.
the Amorite brother of Eshcol,
Mm-hmm.
and brother of Aner. And these were confederate with Abram.
Wait, read that again. Read that again, bro.
And these were confederate with Abram.
Mm-hmm.
All of it's
Hold
like
on. Like, well, it should have said that they were confederate with him. Let me see. Where you at?
the end of 13.
The end of 13. Oh, I'm all over here. Read that from the top.
Verse 13. And there came one that had escaped, and told Abram the Hebrew, for he dwelt in the plain of Mamre, the Amorite, brother of Eshcol,
Mm-hmm.
and brother of Aner. And these were confederate with Abram.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he letting them know that you got enemies out here that got beef with you. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 14. And when Abram heard that his brother was taken captive,
Mm-hmm.
he armed his trained servants.
You know what I'm saying? So he armed these men who knew combat. You know what I'm saying? Like a kind of like a little security force type deal. You know what I'm saying? Can you read it?
Born in his own house,
Mm-hmm.
318, and pursued them unto Dan.
So you got to understand that the Lord is with Abram. You know what I'm saying? Like, Abram is going to battle against kings. You know what I'm saying? With 300 men. You know what I'm saying? And read. Keep on reading.
Verse 15. And he divided himself against them, he and his servants, by night, and smote them, and pursued them unto Hobah,
Mm-hmm.
which is on the left hand of Damascus.
All right. You read the 15.
Oh,
It's all good. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get back into Hebrew. Once again, if you're just not joining, we at the book of Genesis chapter 14, verse 15. If you haven't already, go ahead and download the Bible Hub app so you can follow along with us in the Hebrew. Whenever you're ready, brother, go ahead.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 14, verse 15, in the Hebrew. YAHANNA La ya la. Hawa'a.
Mind if I see that, bro? You wanna?
Hawa'a. Wa I bad yawa. Where you come. Where you radapam. I Khawaba Ashar Ma Shama'al La Damashaqua. Verse 16. Wayashah Ah Call Ha Wakash Wagum Ah Lawat Akiwa Wara Kashawa Slakia Wara Kashawa Hashaya Wagum Ah Hanashiyam Wa'af Ha'ain. Verse 17. Waya Taza'a Malak Saddam La Wara'atha wa Akharia Shawabwa Ma Hakawa Ah Kada Ra'ai Mar Slakia Kada Ra'ai Mar Wa'af Ha Malakian Ashar Athawa All I.M.K Shawa Hawa'a I.M.K Ha Malak. Verse 18. Wa Malakia Tazadak Malak Shalom Ha wa Tazaya'a Lacham Waya Yan Waha Wa'a Kahan La'al Ila Yawan. Verse 19. Waya Bar it's like it. Waya Barakahan. It's like it. Waya
Let me see.
Barakahawa. And bless them. Verse 19.
Is it Yahweh Rock? Yahweh?
Almost like that. Waya Barak Hawa.
Okay.
Wa Ya Barak Hawa.
What verse?
The first, verse 19.
All right.
Wa Ya Barak Hawa. As you said.
Oh, yeah. The rock. Oh, well.
Exactly how you said it.
Yeah.
Wa Ya Barak Hawa.
Mhm.
The water.
Hey, fine, bro. We doing it excellent.
Wa Ya Amar. Barawak. Abaram. La'al. I La Yawan. Quanah. Shemayim. Wa Aratazai. Verse 20. Waba Rawak. All. I Layawan. Ashar. Magan. Taza Rayak. Bayadaka. It's like Bayadaka.
But you have to.
Bayadaka. Wayathan. Lawa. Ma'aishar. Makal. Verse 21. Waya Amar. Malak. Saddam. All. Abaram. Than. Laya. Hanapash. Wa Harakash. Waka. Laka. Up to 22. Chapter 22.
1 second. Let me see. Oh, we can start at stop it. We got 22.
All right, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 14, verse 15.
So real quick, I just want to give a quick briefing. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, we already just read that those heathens ran off a lot. You know what I'm saying? But I want y'all to understand something, that the Lord is with Abram. You know what I'm saying? He was with him when he was going through what was it, Egypt. You know what I'm saying? When the Lord put a plague on that king in Egypt, and he was with them when they went to battle against those heathens to get Lot back. You know what I'm saying? And keep on reading.
Con.
Go ahead.
Verse 15. And he divided himself against them,
Mm-hmm.
he and his servants, by night, and smote them, and pursued them unto Habah, which is on the left hand of Damascus.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 16. And he brought back all the goods, and also brought again his brother Lot, and his goods, and his goods, and the woman also, and the people. Verse 17. And the king of Sodom went out to meet him after his return from the slaughter of Shedor Laamar,
Mm-hmm.
and of the kings that were with him at the valley of Shaveh, which is the king's dale. Verse 18. And Melchizedek, king of Salem, brought forth bread and wine, and he was the priest of the Most High God.
You know what I'm saying? Understand that this is one of the appearances of Christ. You know what I'm saying? Melchizedek means Malak Tazadak in the Hebrew, which means king of justice, you know, or king of peace. You know what I'm saying? However you want, you know, it's multiple meanings behind that. But, you know what I'm saying? In essence, it means Malak Tazadak, which is king of peace, king of justice. You know what I'm saying? And this right here is one of the appearances of Christ. You know what I'm saying? But keep on reading.
If I could, sir.
Go ahead, brother.
I just wanted to shine a little bit of light on the fact that Abram, you know what I'm saying, he wasn't no pushover.
Right now.
They took his nephew, and then they took all his nephew's belonging, and he ain't just cowered down and be like, oh, it's the king, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's the spirit. That's the Holy Spirit and the spirit of Israel. This is before Israel, but that's that warrior spirit that was in him. That same thing that when your mom tell you go, if you come back home and you lost the fight, your mom tell you to go win that fight. Go back out there and win.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't no punks. We men of war. That's all I ask.
I'm gonna take it a step further. Get that brother hand, man. Get that brother hand. Real quick, sis. We got the mic right there. Real quick, if I could. And I want you to understand that this is what happens. That is what happens whenever you got the Most High God. Whenever we have the Most High God on our side. You know what I'm saying? When we are abiding by the Lord. You know what I'm saying? The Lord will be with us when we go to war. You know what I'm saying? The Lord will be with us when we at camp. You know what I'm saying? The Lord will be with us in our daily life. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? He will make our enemies our footstool. This is why obedience is key. You know what I'm saying? We must obey the Lord. What you had, sis? We at the book of Genesis, chapter 14, verse 18. No switch, sis. I on the bar. Shalom, what's going on? After this, we're gonna call by now. All right, go ahead. Oh, y'all about to burn? Dang. Nah, I'll just mess with y'all, man. Y'all go ahead. These all good. All right, shalom, man. Y'all be safe. All right. All right, shalom, man. Y'all be safe, man. We finna go out there and have some back to school bash out in Austin, man. Shout out to them. Shout out to Cap Nyatazak, man, for holding it down for the kids, man. This is what we do in the I.S.U.P.K, man. We show love to even the little ones in here, man. You know what I'm saying? We show brotherhood to each and every one of our people that are of Israel, man. This is because this is what the Lord called us to do. You know what I'm saying? But like I was saying, we must abide by the Most High God, and He will make our enemies our footstool. He went against kings with just 300 men, trained servants. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a number. It was because the Lord was with him. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, brother. You got anything else on it?
Nah, sir.
I know, sweet. I ain't got nothing. I know, sweet. Go ahead.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 14, verse 19. And he blessed him and said, Blessed be Abram of the Most High God, possessor of heaven and earth. Verse 20. And blessed be the Most High God, which hath delivered thine enemies into thy hand. And he gave him tithes of all.
Right. He paying tithes to the priesthood. Now, I want y'all to understand something. That paying tithes is putting into the storehouse for our people. You know what I'm saying? Like, in a sense, it's kind of like financial literacy. You know what I mean? Like every nation has their own what is it called? Like treasury. You feel me? And this goes towards not only funding the priests, but the people whenever we need something. You know what I'm saying? We have it. We have something within the storehouse to give to somebody who may need it. This is why we pay tithes in the I.S.U.P.K to Commander General YAHANNA, because he ain't out here buying no yachts, no plane, no private jets, no Bentleys and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? He over here feeding the people. You know what I'm saying? Setting up ways to get us up out of this oppression. You feel me? Creating jobs or whatnot for our people. You know what I'm saying? Feeding our people, paying the bills for our people when we need it. You know what I'm saying? He can live like a king, but guess what? He's not. You know what I'm saying? He doing what the righteous man should do with the tithes. You know what I'm saying? So real quick, man, let's get that brother in here real quick. You know what I'm saying? For having some integrity. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, God.
You got anything up?
If I could.
Go ahead.
Abram was paying tithes to Melchizedek because he knew that's what he was supposed to do. But, you know what I'm saying? For all of those people that think like, man, I keep all the law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who the real priesthood is, so I don't have to pay tithes. Really, you know what I'm saying? It's evident who the real priesthood is. For one, the men under the under Commander General YAHANNA, the I.S.U.P.K. But for two, Abram was a way greater man than all of us. So that was the father. That's the predecessor of Israel before Isaac. You know what I'm saying? That's our forefather. He had everything. Abram was so cold. God made a covenant with him. You know what I'm saying? Abram knew what he was doing, but he wasn't so high and mighty that he ain't have to pay his 10%. So Abram could give tithes, and you could give tithes too.
Facts.
That's all I had. So.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And just to back up what you're saying, you know what I'm saying? You would know who the priests and prophets are by how we treat one another.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? In the I.S.U.P.K, we put brotherhood on the forefront. You know what I'm saying? Loving the Most High God first and loving each other as the Lord loves us. You know what I'm saying? These are commandments that we must love one another, and it's a commandment that we must pay tithes, because guess what? Paying tithes is brotherhood. It is sisterhood. You know what I'm saying? And it is a commandment from the Lord, something that we cannot compromise with. You know what I'm saying? It's 10%. It's nothing. You know what I'm saying? What is 10%? It's meaning that's what 10 cents out of $1. It's nothing. You know what I'm saying? And you think if the Lord feed the animals, the wild animals, what make you think He ain't gonna feed His children? You know what I'm saying? What make you think He gonna let us miss a meal? You know what I'm saying? Pay the tithes. Go ahead.
I don't care. Get back to the Hebrews, sir. But just one last thing more thing on tithes.
Go ahead, brother.
You're not gonna miss that 10%. Really, you're gonna be more happy that 10% went to some on the righteous cause.
Right. Absolutely.
That's all I had.
I want to just back up what that brother said. You know what I'm saying? Understand that, and that money might stretch a little bit more if you pay that tithes, man. And who knows? You might get hit with something else. You know what I'm saying? Make that sacrifice and pay that 10%. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's it. You know, I feel like once I pay my tithe, my money stretch a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Our check be gone. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Kind. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 14, verse 22 in the Hebrew. Amar, Abaram, Al, Malak, Saddam, Ha, Ra, like Ha, Rayamathia, Yadia, all Yahweh, all I La Yawan, Wana, Shemayim, Wa Aratazah. Verse 23. Makwat, Wa I, Sharawak, Na'il, Wa'am, Akwak, Makal, Ashar, Lakah, Wala'ah, Amar, Aniya, Ha, Sharathia, Abaram. Verse 24. Bala'adya, Rakwa, Ashar, Akalwa, Ha Na'ai Rayam, Wa Khalaqwa, Ha Anashyam, Ashar, Halakawa, Afia, Einar, Ashakal, Wa Mamara'a, Hum, Ya Kwakawa, it's like Ya Kwakawa.
Quackwa. Ain't that it?
Animal the water. Ya Kwakawa. Kalakwam. Verse, that was the end of the chapter.
That's it?
Yeah, the chapter.
How many have you read so far?
1, 2, 3. 3 verses.
Let's keep going.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 15, verse 1. Achar. Ha-Dabarian. Ha-Allah. Haya. Dabar. Yahweh. All. Abaram. Ba. Makata. It's like the ba. Ma Khaza, La Amar, all. Thayara. It's like Thayara. Abaram. Anakia. Magan. Laka. Shakarak. Ha. Rabah. Ma'ad. Verse 2. Waya Amar. Abaram. Adnaya. Yahweh. Ma. Tathan. Laya. Wa Anakia. Hawalak. I Raya. Raya. Waban. Mashakwa.
Mashak.
I was like it. Mashak.
Nah, yeah, you right. Mashak.
It's like it. Mashakwa. Baya Thaya. Hawa'a. The Mashakwa. La ya Izar. It's like it. La ya Izar. Verse 3. Waya Amar. Abaram. Han. Leah. La'ab. Nasasa. It's like Nasasa.
Athaka.
Nasasa. Zarai.
Or hold on, is it Nathak?
Oh, it's Nasasa.
Kasi? Oh, you sure, right? Salakia.
Wow. Zarai. YAHANNA. Ban. Bayathia. Yawarash. Athia. Verse 4. YAHANNA. Dabar. Yahweh. Allah Yahweh. La'amar. La'ab. Yarashika. Za. Kaya. Ashar.
We're going to Genesis 6 and 10. Genesis 6 and 10. No, not right now. We stopping at Genesis 16 and 10. All right. Yeah.
Ashar. Taza'a. Ma'ayaka. Hawa'a. Yarashika.
How many read something?
That was all 7.
I was all 7 right there. I'll go ahead.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 14, verse 22. And Abram said to the king of Sodom, I have lifted up mine hand unto the Lord, the most high God, the possessor of heaven and earth. Verse 23, that I will not take from a thread even to a shoe latchet, and that I will not take anything that is thine, lest thou shouldest say, I have made Abram rich.
Go ahead.
Verse 24, save only that which the young men have eaten, and the portion of the men which went with me, Aner, Eshcol, and Mamre. Let them take their portion. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 15, verse 1. After these things, the word of the Lord came unto Abram in a vision, saying, fear not, Abram. I am thy shield, and thy exceeding great reward.
You know what I'm saying? So understand, like I said before, man, the Lord is, he said, what, read that again?
Kanawakan. After these things, the word of the Lord came unto Abram in a vision, saying, Fear not,
Mm-hmm.
Abram, I am thy shield.
The Lord is saying, I am with you. You know what I'm saying? And if it can't nobody raise a hand against you when I am with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one that protects you. Go ahead.
And thy exceeding great reward.
You know what I'm saying? I can make a man rich or poor. You feel me? Through the Lord is you can obtain all things. You know what I'm saying? Protection and what you need from the day from on a day-to-day basis. You know what I'm saying? Understand this. Um, right now in America, we are living um, through seeing how it is without the Lord God being our shield. You feel me? We are living. We out here naked. You know what I'm saying? This is our condition in America. Is what being spiritually naked look like when we don't have the Most High God on our side. This is why we have to come back to following the laws, statutes, commandments of the Bible. Go ahead, sis. Hmm.
We use the mic.
Yeah, 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 yeah. We got a mic right there. Yeah, I think you got turned on. No, that's all good. Sis, don't worry about it.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. Um, so I went to the gas station during Hurricane Beryl, and it was a lady outside, and you could tell like she was like strung out, like people who hang around the gas station.
Hmm.
But from a distance, she looked like she was of another nation. Like she looked like an Indian lady. So I was looking, and I was like, dang, like what is that Indian lady doing out there like that strung out? So just to touch on what you just said about us being out here naked spiritually, and it really kind of gave me a different perspective because it's so easy for us to see ourselves out like exposed and think nothing of it. But if you can imagine your head like a Chinese woman or an Arab woman, or like a woman of another nation who you generally see who is well kept as far as like the way that she covers herself. And if you can imagine like a bunch of Arab women running around careless and loose, or a bunch of Asian women that you see like in those long geishas and stuff like that. And it really made me understand how other nations look at our women and how we perceive other nations' women. We can't imagine them being out the way that in a way that we have like regulated or normalized.
Hmm. Get that sister a hand, man. Get that sister a hand. Like now, now let's make a little bit more sense. The Lord said we are above all nations. We are the greatest people upon the face of the earth. And this is the Bible that says that later on when we get back to Deuteronomy, you know what I'm saying? Deuteronomy 7 and start at 6. You know what I'm saying? We are a nation to be respected. We are the most precious thing upon the face of the earth. We have the most beautiful woman upon the face of the earth. You know what I'm saying? But we can't see that within ourselves. We can't see the greatness that is within blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? Because of the conditions that we are in right now in America. You know what I'm saying? We can't see past the oppression that we suffer each and every day. You know what I'm saying? But now it's coming to a time where we are beginning to wake up. You know what I'm saying? We are beginning to wake up to our value. You know what I'm saying? To our importance, man. What you got? You got something, Yapacon?
If I could,
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
what you're saying is heavy, sir, because you know what I'm saying. Both of what you said, I don't mind what you said,
I was heavy with this
and what the sister said, because we are a nation of royalty. So we're supposed to be on top.
Mm-hmm.
But what you said, sis, was heavy because you know what I'm saying when you see the East Indian or the Asian out there and they all bad, it is surprising. It's surprising for a few reasons because we see ourselves, we see Israelites supposed to be the ones on the corner hurting for a few reasons. For one, like the Ottawa said, what he was bringing out in Deuteronomy, we kings and queens and princesses, Slovakia, princes and princesses, Slovakia, princes and princesses brought down to a low state for not keeping the God's law. But for two, those other nations, they know how to show brotherhood within their nation.
Mm-hmm.
So if an Asian dude was out on the gas station hurting, some other Asians driving by will be like, hey, we got to scoop our brother up. I don't care if I don't know him. I don't care if he's not from my household, but he making Asians look bad. And I'm Asian, I'm not going to have that. That's what we are getting back to in Israel. I'm not going to say we got to get there, because we do got to get there, but we well on our way. And thanks to Commander General YAHANNA, we're gonna get there.
Right, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And that's such a heavy thing that you said because understand, I have never seen a homeless Asian. Maybe in my 28 years of life, I probably seen one, and that was like a couple of months ago, recently. You know why? Because they love one another. They stick to one another. I have never seen a homeless East Indian or a homeless Arab. I've never seen it. You know, I never seen a homeless African before. You know why? Because they love and support one another. Ain't no telling what that woman was going through. Go ahead.
The Indian.
She
She
was
don't
her
look like
sister.
that from a distance.
So good night. You know what I'm saying? She was out here so down bad. She was looking like a damn heathen.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is really hell for our people, bro. And this is why we need this kind of love that we show in the I.S.U.P.K, man. Because if not, where? You know what I'm saying? If not, where we going to go to for love and support and to learn the truth about ourselves? You know what I'm saying? We need this right here. This is why it took men and women to stand up because we love our people. And we have to teach our people how to love one another again. You know what I'm saying? Because these other nations, they love one another. They support one another. I say this all the time. I feel like they support one another. You don't see hashtag support Chinese business. You don't see hashtag support East Indian business or African business. Nah, you see hashtag support black business. And it shouldn't be a hashtag. It should be a given. We should want to prefer one another. You know what I'm saying? We should want to prefer serving the Lord. So he could put us on top. You know what I'm saying? We ain't supposed to be at the bottom. We ain't supposed to be at a gas station strung out on drugs. You know what I'm saying? This is hell. You know what I'm saying? Hell ain't a place you go to whenever you die and burn for all eternity. Nah, you live it. We are living it. You know what I'm saying? We are watching our people go through hell right now. We are up on a whole different nation of people who hate us. And we try to vote for them like that's going to make a difference. The fact that, good night, I can't even say that. The fact that each and every last one of these so-called presidents have had a hand in our demise should raise up, what's the word I'm looking for? Should raise up some kind of alert or alarm, you know, in your head that lets you know that we are not loved here. We are not like this. The fact we had to be sprayed down with hoses and had dogs sicked on us just to be able to vote. Matter of fact, just to be able to go walk and handle everyday life.
It's like even the president that was supposed to be a black man, even him.
He's not even black. There has never been a black president.
Supposed to be.
Supposedly. Yes, supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Obama was not a brother. Kamala Harris, damn sure not a sister. You know what I'm saying? In fact, her great-grandfather on her father's side, she's an Irish woman. She's a chocolate-covered Edomite. You know what I'm saying? Her family owned the biggest and largest plantation in Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? We got to make that make sense. That's who we voting for. You know what I'm saying? When Christ is already our king. Christ, the man that laid down his life for us. And yet we out here trying to choose somebody else. Ain't nobody else gonna step for you like that, like Christ did. Like how he made that sacrifice for people who did not deserve it. Who are yelling, crucify him. You know what I'm saying? After he worked the field for so long, the brother was unalive for us. For people who did not deserve it. So you know what it's time to do? Black, Hispanic, and Native American, man? It is time for us to honor that sacrifice. It is time for us to honor it. You know what I'm saying? Take this time right now. Let's learn the truth. Let's learn the laws, statutes, commandments, and abide by them so that we can live better. You know what I'm saying? We are supposed to be above everybody. Imagine streets of gold. You know what I'm saying? Buildings of fine jewels. You know what I'm saying? Chariots flying all over your head, man. Imagine not having to suffer from oppression and live sinfully anymore. Now we can live abundantly. Now we can be a nation. You know what I'm saying? Now the people who had us in chains will be in chains. That's correction. That's right there. That's what comes from serving the Lord, man. And this is why it's so important. Throughout this is for what you brought out. You know what I'm saying? You got anything else, brother? Go ahead. On the. All right,
Okay,
let's
we
go
got
ahead.
more.
Yeah.
Verse 2. And Abram said, Lord God, what wilt thou give me, seeing I go childless, and the steward of my house is this Eleazar of Damascus?
So real quick, I want to make it make sense. Every father wants to like he got all this stuff, all this riches. You know what I'm saying? And finna get some land too. You feel me? Like as a father, as a man, you want to be able to pass this down to your children. You feel me? Like that's nepotism. We believe in nepotism in the I.S.U.P.K. in Israel. We definitely believe in nepotism. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, keep on reading.
Verse 3. And Abram said, Behold, to me thou hast given no seed, and lo, one born in my house is mine heir. Verse 4. And behold, the word of the Lord came unto him, saying, This shall not be thine heir, but he that shall come forth out of thine own bowels
Right.
shall be thine heir.
So real quick, the brother that comes from your seed, you know what I'm saying? Not the first one, you know what I'm saying? The one that came after, you know what I'm saying? will be the heir to his inheritance. You know what I'm saying? Because Abraham had a lot of sons. You feel me? The first son, I'm a spoiler alert. He did not get it. He did not get the covenant. You know what I'm saying? We gonna read on though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna spoil it too much. But go ahead.
Kind of back to Hebrew.
Yeah, back to the Hebrew. So we at the book of what chapter we just read?
Chapter 15, verse 5.
All right, so we are at the book of Genesis chapter 15, verse 6 in the Bible Hub app. You know what I'm saying? If you would like to read along with us, make sure you have that app on hand. You understand? And just, as a side note, you know what I'm saying? Make sure to tune in to Lashwan with Dash every Friday. You know what I'm saying? We typically go over the Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? Start getting familiar with the alphabet so we can read along. We relearning our language one step at a time, man. Well, go ahead, brother.
So we have 5.
Oh, Salaka. 15 and 5. Go ahead.
Khan.
Go out, brother.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 15, verse 5 in the Hebrew. Waya wa taza'a atwa. Ha cha wa taza.
Hachawataza.
Slakia. Ha cha wa taza. Waya amar. Habat. Na'a. Ha shemayama. Was apart. Ha kawakabian.
Hachawabian.
Kawakabian.
Hold on, let me see. 15 and 5, we say it. All right. Hachawakabian yum.
Ha kawakabian.
There you go.
What?
Man, excellent, brother. You're doing a great job.
Tawakal. Lasapar. Atham. Waya Amar. Lawa.
Religion.
Ka. Yahaya. Zoraaika. Verse 6. Waha Aman. Ba Yahweh. Waya Khashaba. Lawa. Tazadaka. Verse 7. Waya Amar. Alayawa. Anya. Yahweh. Ashar. Ashar. Ha. Wa Taza Afyaka. Ma Awar. Kashadian. Lathath, Laka, Af Ha-Arataza, Ha-Za'ath, Lara Shatha, it's like it, Lara Shatha, verse 8, Waya Amar, Adunya, Yahweh, Bama, Adai, Kaya, Yerushana.
Hold on. Are you with?
The last word, verse 8.
That is it's like
Yerushana.
our Yashna. Yeah. So
Yerushana. Verse 9. Waya Amar, Alayawa, Waka, Leah, Aigala, Ma Shalasha, Wa'iza, Ma Shalasha, Wa Ayal, Ma Shalash, Wathar, Wa Gawazal. Verse 10. Wa Yakwaka, Wa Yakwa, it's like it. Wa Yakwak, Lawa, Ak, Call, Allah, Wa Yabathar, Atham, Bathawaka, Wayathan, Ayash, Batharwa, La Quara'ath, Ra'ai Hawa, Wa'ath, Ha Tazapar, La'ah, Bathar. Verse 11. Wayarad, Ha Ayat, Ayah, Ha Pagarium, Wayashab, Atham, Abaram. Verse 12. Wayahay, see,
it's like 5 to 7 to 12. Yeah.
this is the last one.
Yeah.
Wayahaya, Hashamash, La Bawa'ah, Watharad, it's like a Watharadma,
What's the rod
it's like a Watharadma. Napala, Ai, Abaram, Wahana, Ayama, Chashaka, Gadala, Napala, I, Layawa. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 15, verse 5 in the English. And he brought him forth abroad and said, Look now toward heaven, and tell the stars, if thou be able to number them. And he said unto him, So shall thy seed be.
Right. So you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a lot of You know, Israel, we a pretty big nation as it is right now. They call us a minority, but I don't think that's the case too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, if anything, we know how to do is multiply. You feel me? But go ahead, bro.
Khan. Verse 6. And he believed in the Lord, and he counted it to him for righteousness. Verse 7. And he said unto him, I am the Lord that brought thee out of and the Chaldees. It's like it. Out of of the Chaldees, to give thee this land to inherit it. Verse 8. And he said, Lord God, whereby shall I know that I shall inherit it? Verse 9. And he said unto him, take me an heifer of 3 years old, and a she-goat of 3 years old, and a ram of 3 years old, and a turtle dove, and a young pigeon. Verse 10. And he took unto him all these, and divided them in the midst, and laid each piece one against another. But the birds divided he not. Verse 11. And when the fowls came down upon the carcasses, Abram drove them away. Verse 12. And when the sun was going down, a deep sleep fell upon Abram. And lo, and horror of great darkness fell upon him. Stay tuned. Like, gotta go back to the Hebrew. Like,
All right, so hold on. We just stopped at 12.
I stopped at 13 and 12 was the last one.
All right, yeah, it's
It got good.
you already know, yeah. So the next thing we bring out gonna be a very heavy thing. You know what I'm saying? It makes it's gonna make a lot of things nowadays make sense. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, bro.
Kind. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 15, verse 13 in the Hebrew. Waya Amar, La Abaram, Yadai, Zadai, Kaya, Gar, Yahaya, Zaraika, Ba'aratazai, La'a, Laham, Wa'ai, Barwan, Wa'ai Noah, Atham, Arabai, Ma'awath, Shana. Verse 14. Wagam, Af, Hagawaya, Ashar, Ya, Badawa, Dan, Anakia, Wa, Acharia, Khan, Ya Taza'awa, Barakash, Gadawal. Verse 15. Wa'afa, Slakia, Wa'ata, Saba, Slakia, Saba Wa'a, All, Abathiaka, Bashalawan, Slakia. That's what you say. Slakia.
Go ahead, Lucy.
Bashalawan.
Lucy. I know that's what it is. I just gotta see it for myself. Yeah. It's but shalom. Go ahead. But it's in peace being it's an action being done. You know, it's definitely a verb. Go ahead.
Sa Kwabar. But Shayaba. Tawaba. Verse 16. Wa Dawar. Rab Bayaya. Yashawabwa. It's like Yashawabwa. Ana. Kaya. Ba'a. Shalom. Iwan. Ha. Amaria. I. Hana. Verse 17. Wayahaya. Hashamash. Ba'a. Wa'ai Lata. Haya. Wa Hana. Thanawar. Aishan. Walap Yad. Ash. Ashar. Ibar. Bayan. Ha. Dazarium. Ha. Allah. Verse 18. Bayawam. Ha. Hawa'a. Karath. Yahweh. Af. Abaram. Baryath. La Amar. La Zara'ika. Nathathia. Af. Ha Aratza. Ha Za'af. Manahar. Ma Tazarayam. I. Ha Nahar. Ha Gadol. Nahar. Parat. Verse 19. Af. Ha Huayanaya. Wa'af. Ha Quanaz. Ha Quanazaya. Wa'af. Ha Quada Manaya.
All right. Most High Christ. Paul we've been waiting on, huh?
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 16, verse 13.
Go read up one.
Akan. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 16. Chapter 15, verse 12. And when the sun was going down, a deep sleep fell upon Abram. And lo, an horror of great darkness fell upon him.
So now we finna see with that great horror of darkness that Abram is finna see. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Akan, verse 13. And he said unto Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs.
So real quick, this is manifold. We do understand that this is talking about Israel, you feel me? Because all his other sons, they got their own land, you feel me? They weren't given no covenant. They didn't, this is talking about us nowadays, you feel me? And what happened to us in Egypt, you feel me? That we are strangers in this land right now. We were strangers in Egypt. We were strangers in Assyria. You know what I'm saying? Each and every last one of these heathen nations, at some point in history, have had our people in some kind of captivity or some kind of oppression. You know what I'm saying? But keep on reading.
Akan. And shall serve them.
You know what I'm saying? We have been serving these other nations, you know what I'm saying, for far too long. You feel me? Especially, I'm going to make it make sense, in America. You feel me? We were strangers in America, brought over here stripped from our homes and forced to work. Forced to be what? What does it say?
Serve.
We were forced to serve. You know what I'm saying? We were forced to plow their fields, pick their cotton, cut their sugar cane, nurse their children. You know what I'm saying? We were forced to serve them. But what you got, bro? Go ahead. You got something?
I didn't have anything, but
I
I
thought
will
you
say
thought you
something.
was raising your
Oh, my
fist.
bad, sir.
Go
It's
ahead,
like,
then. You know what I mean?
yeah, what you're saying is heavy out of wine because you know what I'm saying, the Most High he told our forefathers what was going to happen to us. So really, the Most High knew our spirit before we were even born, because He knew we was going to do something that put us in this position. You know what I'm saying? Because what we did is why we in this position. We stopped keeping the commandments. That's why we servants. But the Most High, Most High knows he's the creator of God, heaven and earth, man. He knows everything.
Right.
But he had to break this down to Abram and say, you know what I'm saying, your chip, you're gonna be father of many nations, but your seeds are gonna be servants.
The seed I love is going to. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord only loves Israel. You know what I'm saying?
All the
Like,
time.
this is something that we have to understand that when our prophets sent, you know, anybody know when the prophet is sent? Go ahead.
When the Most High has something to reveal,
And during the time of sin,
all kinds.
you know what I'm saying? During times of iniquity, you know what I'm saying? Understand that now here in the I.S.U.P.K, we understand that we have sinned against the Lord for far too long. And now it's time for us to correct ourselves so that way we will no longer have to be strangers within this land. We'll no longer have to see what it is to live without Him. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord could be with us like He was our forefather Abraham, like He was with Israel. You know what I'm saying? Like He was with Noah, like He was with Adam. You know what I'm saying? So that the Lord will be with us once again. And I'm gonna just keep repeating myself, so we can ascertain rulership under this in this earth under Christ. You know what I'm saying? You got anything else out?
Wow,
I go ahead, keep reading.
Khan. And they shall afflict them 400 years.
Brother, now sisters, how long were we slaves in America? Over 400 years. You know what I'm saying? This is a well-known thing. How long were we slaves in Egypt? 400. Let's make that make sense. This is talking about us and the things that we went through. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It's not talking about the small heads.
It definitely ain't talking about them. What little
Curl wearing people.
I'm trying to put this in a way where we have to be nice. Now we got a list right here. We got to be cordial in our sayings, but they haven't been through what we've went through. You know what I'm saying? The true Holocaust was that Atlantic slave trade. You know what I'm saying? Where we were unalive by the hundreds of millions. You know what I'm saying? The true Holocaust was what happened with the Native Americans, how they were unalive by the hundreds of millions. You know what I'm saying? The true Holocaust was how they unalive hundreds of millions of so-called Latinos by conquering this place, by being disgusting, evil bastards. You know what I'm saying? They did some horrible things to us, some terrible things that it ain't even in the books. They tortured us, absolutely abused us in this place. You know what I'm saying? I got to keep it PG, because I don't want to get us taken off. But they did a number on our people, and that psychological stress still sticks with us till this day. It was inherited still till this day, and that is a scientific fact. You know what I'm saying? For hundreds of years, we have suffered up under these heathens, man. You know what I'm saying? And now it's time for us to get right. It's time for us to prefer one another, unless we're going to keep on being in this condition. You know what I'm saying? I know we tired of waking up having to work and slave for people who hate us, to working dead-end jobs, getting nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Real black and brown success comes from obeying the Lord and getting up out of here and going to our own land. You know what I'm saying? That the Lord gave to us. They gave to Abraham, who He passed down to his kids, who the Lord loved. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back to this. Let's really strive to serve the Lord in perfection. What you got, sis? You been on 5 classes, you know what I'm saying?
No, I was just gonna say, because we're talking about being in servitude and serving it, and I know that something that was very difficult for me, and that also contributed to me coming to the truth was like seeing the conditions of Israel. Like some of it is heartbreaking, and then you can't like you literally cannot like process it. It's so difficult because it's like you were saying, it's not even in the books the type of torture and the type of um, like the thing. But what I want to say is, what helps me cope with it is the truth, obviously. But it's just like, and to realize how when you come into the truth or when you come into the UPK, it don't matter what you've been through. Like it's crazy and I'm sure everybody in this room can relate. Like when you look back and you realize everything that you went through and you overcame, and it's just like now, like it never happened. You don't even bear that burden no more. You don't even feel that pain. And I think that that's something that could be really motivating to people who are like hesitant about coming into the UPK. It's really understanding how that can just be cleared out of your head. And the second thing you said was like you go to slaveries where they hate you. Like I go to my slave every day and my coworkers can't stand, like they can't stand me. And it's all women, you know what I mean? But you gotta, you gotta play the game. And so for me, coming in here and like being around y'all, and like the other day I was here with Yop and the other two sisters, and man, it's such a relief like to be able to have this. Like it really, really tears you down and tears at your ability to like get through day to day when you don't have no courses or no escape from what's going on out there.
Absolutely. Now get that sister in hand, man. Get that sister in hand, man. You gotta understand that right here, this is the kingdom where we treat each other with love and kindness,
That's right.
and we have compassion upon one another, because we cannot get an ounce of compassion from our oppressor. We think food stamps is compassion. We think welfare is compassion. We think them civil rights was compassion. We think FEMA was compassion. We think that little stimulus check was compassion. You know what I'm saying? When in reality, these people hate us and they seek to destroy us at every turn. Each and every last one of those things that I just named was detrimental to our people. Welfare took the man out of the household. You know what I'm saying? Well, food stamps keeps us dependent on them. You know what I'm saying? They get things, they give us things that keep us dependent on them. You know what I'm saying? Instead of seeking out our power, seeking out our righteousness. You know what I'm saying? Coming back to serving our God. Each and every last one of these things that I named were traps. You feel me? Even when you think they're showing love, it's really them showing hate. What does the Bible say? A gift destroyed the heart.
Smallpox blankets.
What's that?
Smallpox blankets.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like each and every last one of these things that they so called do for us destroys us. White. I can't even say white. Can I? White help. They censoring all the heavy stuff. Oppressors' help makes us worse as a people, and that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Ever since we've been integrated with these people, our communities have went down. It's because of them. But back when we were segregated and we loved one another, our communities were up. We had the best household in America on the face of the earth. We stayed together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we were going through hell, but guess what? We had each other to suffer with. And then here in I.S.U.K, man, we're going to suffer with each other again. We understand the hell that we face on a daily basis. We understand the oppression and the hatred that we face on a daily basis, man. And guess what? We're going to love each other all through it. And we're gonna show how it is to really raise up a nation. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody else doing it how we doing it. Because we are, this right here, what we're doing in the I.S.U.P.K is of the Lord. Anything outside of that is just petty cosplay. You feel me? I might as well just go to DreamCon or something. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. This right here is where the real priesthood lies. You know what I'm saying? And if you out there, you want to change your life, come here. Seek out, contact the nearest camp leader. You know what I'm saying? We set up in every last place in America. You know what I'm saying? We got schools all over. You feel me? From Canada to Mexico to the UK. You feel me? Tap in. You know what I'm saying? If you want to change your life, you want to learn how to serve the Most High God correctly, you want to see what real brotherhood and love look like, come to the UPK, and we will show you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta sit up here and get mentally abused by these other so-called camps. You know what I'm saying? Have your wife took from these because of these so-called other camps. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't UPK, man, it's detrimental to our people, and it's definitely in the way. You know what I'm saying? Come over here and let's serve the Most High God the correct way. You know what I'm saying? You got anything, God?
Sir.
All right, no sweat, man. Okay, keep on reading.
Khan. Verse 14. And also that nation whom they shall serve, I will judge. And afterward,
Oh, let's not, let's not go over that, man. Go ahead, read that one more time.
verse 14. And also that nation whom they shall serve, I will judge.
Give me, he who leads into captivity shall go into captivity. You know what I'm saying? This is what this is talking about. You know what I'm saying? After so many years of hell and torture and captivity, it's gonna come a time where the people who had us in captivity will go into it. I believe. Yeah. Yeah, it's a revelation, brother. Let me get it before you.
Yeah.
It's Revelation 13 to 10. Give me Revelation 13 and 10. If you make sure that we bring our precepts book to class, you know what I'm saying, or something that we could jot down precepts on. Go ahead, brother.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity.
He who what?
He that leadeth into captivity.
He who what?
He that leadeth into captivity.
Mm-hmm.
Shall go into captivity.
Now I want this to make sense. Did the oppressor not lead us into captivity? They did, right? They was the ones that stripped us from our homes, you know what I'm saying, out there in Negro land. You feel me? Because it was a place in Africa called Negro land that where we were, you feel me? They knew that we were not those people. They knew that we were not Africans. We were different. In fact, the Africans rounded us up and sold us to the oppressors. You feel me? So they had a hand in it too. Africans had a hand in our captivity, just like Arabs did, just like the so-called, what can I call these people, bro? Without us getting,
Edomites.
I want Jewish, small hats.
I think you can get away with Jewish.
I think I can. Just like the Jewish man, they funded
Caucasian.
just so-called Jews, the people who claim to be us but not us. You feel me? They funded the whole slave trade. You feel me? They all had a hand in this. Each and every last one of these nations had a hand in our demise. You know what I'm saying? So what does that scripture say? Real quick, now I'm gonna let you have your point. Oh, go ahead.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Mm-hmm.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Now
Understand, man, this ain't our saying, YouTube. We just reading the Bible. You know what I'm saying? But what does that say?
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Now understand this, name of people who have been unalive more than blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. It's been hundreds of millions in America just alone. Just alone, it's been hundreds of millions. I mean, good night, brother. Planned Parenthood, 68 million children since 1970, approximately, have been unalive because of Planned Parenthood alone. The slave trade, what happened to the Native Americans, what happened to the Tianos, what happened to the Aztecs. Let's make it make sense. Who has been unalive and had more blood shed than blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? You can't name a people. Go ahead, sis.
Found it's difficult for other nations when they hear the I.S.U.P.K. Like, it's difficult for them to listen to the UPK say, you know, y'all are going to be the slaves. But I think that a perspective that they could take is like, it's comforting because when you look at like Africans or African nations, when they do a female genital mutilation, or you have different Arab or like, I think like people in the Middle East, like they'll had these little girls. I think I seen a story recently. She was a child bride. I think she wasn't even 8 years
Good
old.
night.
Yeah, and that little baby, she died, bro. She died from that man consummating marriage with her at that age. So people look at it like they're so terrified to hear, like, Israel is gonna be over us. But even think about the peace that's gonna bring us out of their own nation. Nobody ever wants to touch on. I mean, the UPK touches on it, but other nations don't never want to take into account the horrendous things or even they have this one tribe of people, and it's like the ladies, they force feed their daughters milk, like they goat milk, so they can get real big. They crush their feet, or even Asian people,
Like the
back
foot
in
binding,
yeah, like they do some horrible stuff as a part of their cultural practice, and nobody ever talks about it.
I know exactly. I know everything that you are talking about, sis. I've seen it. I know everything that you are touching on right now, and this right here shows you that these other people do not need to be free. They need to be up under some kind of righteous authority. They don't understand that we're gonna set the world at peace. You hear that? Whenever we come into rulership, we are going to set the world at peace again. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, at peace. You know what I'm saying? Y'all had y'all chance in rulership. Y'all had y'all chance in governing yourselves, and guess what? Y'all can't. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are a lawless people. I'm talking about these heathens. Absolutely lawless. Y'all culture is disgusting. I believe Ham, what they do, they put their head on the cows' behinds and let them defecate and use a restroom on them. There wouldn't be no eating cow dookie in the kingdom. I pray you understand. You know what I'm saying? There will be no eating bats in the kingdom, no more eating pangolin up there causing a whole pandemic because of something that they ate. Because I'm gonna tell you something about Moabites and Ammonites. They eat anything that's not fast enough to run. You know what I'm saying? If it don't run faster than them, they gonna eat it. You know what I'm saying? Like this is why we have to govern these people because they can't govern themselves. This is why we have to give law to the lawlessness, and what I mean, stop them from their culture. Set the earth right again. Set the earth right up under us because we know the law says the commandments was given to us to be a civilized people. What you got? You got something? Go ahead.
I feel like it wouldn't feel like being slaves. We wouldn't eat that stuff either. Like the pork and shrimp and stuff, because we was forced to eat it. So yeah, now it's good now. Through like genetics, I guess not genetics. Like it just tastes good now because of what we used to eat back then. But I feel like it wasn't for that. We would eat way better. Because even now, like right now, I would eat that day with fun. I would not even touch it. So I feel like that's just why we eat stuff like that. We think it's
Well, sis, that's because you put a little season, some little Tony Satchers on it. You know what I'm saying? And it tastes good. You feel me? But guess what? It's detrimental. That's why we have the highest rate of gout, the highest rate of hypertension, high blood pressure, diabetes. You know what I'm saying? In our communities because of the things that we ate because we were forced to eat it. And you know what I'm saying? It became when things like that over time. It needs to be a study if it hasn't already. It becomes a culture. We have been made a culture out of being slaves. You get what I'm saying? At being at the bottom. The whole time, really let that marinate for a minute. You know what I'm saying? The things that we do, we turn into the narrative that they try to tell us that we are. You know what I'm saying? By pushing us a false agenda and a false narrative on us, we begin to believe it. You know what I'm saying? Like rap. You know who conducts that? Who oversees what gets put out? The so-called people who call themselves us. You know what I'm saying? They oversee that to keep us at the same in the same what's the word I'm looking for?
Arena.
Not even that. In the same condition. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make this make sense. The heathen understand the longer they can keep us in sin, the longer they can rule over us. That's what the scriptures say. The longer they keep us in sin, the longer they can rule over us. The longer they keep us at the bottom, the longer they keep their foots on our neck, the longer they can rule over us. You know what I'm saying? And they know this. But you know who doesn't? Because we have no identity, we have no sense of self in America. Us. You know what I'm saying? This is why what we do here in the I.S.U.P.K is so important because it shines a light. You know what I'm saying? It sends a voice out to our people letting us know who we are. You know what I'm saying? We are special people to the Most High God. So that means we have a special way of living, a special set of rules and regulations that makes us holy, means set apart, unlike any other people. You know what I'm saying? Because their culture is disgusting. You know what I'm saying? All the cultures, all their cultures are disgusting. You know what I'm saying? Especially Esau's. You know what I'm saying? Who good night, paganism. You know they do drink blood and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Asia with the foot binding. You ever seen? Jesus, I seen East Indian culture the other day, man. Like I seen like some kind of festival. It looked wild as hell, like a nightmare. You feel me? Like it's absolutely disgusting. You know what I'm saying? This is why we have a people who the law was given to will bring law into the earth. You know what I'm saying? So that way, for one, we ain't gotta sit up here and suffer oppression and sin not no more. You feel me? And be not. It's gonna come a time where we not gonna be like them no more. You feel me? Read that scripture again, and then we're gonna move on with the lesson.
Okay. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
And guess what? That's gonna be a beautiful day. It's gonna what the other scriptures say. It's gonna come a time where they will be judged. And you know what their judgment is? Read that again.
He that killeth, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Mm-hmm.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and faith of the saints.
Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, when that day comes, man, it's gonna be a glorious day, but it's also gonna be a terrible day, the worst day ever. You know what I'm saying? Upon the face of the earth, that's why we have to make our election sure. You know what I'm saying? We can't be like them no more. We have to be who the Most High God said that we are. Because what they say is against the Lord. Who they say we are is against the Lord. They say we drug dealers, pimps, prostitutes, whores, gangbangers, unalivers of each other. When the Most High God says that we are a great nation. You know what I'm saying? A nation to be respected. That's what our Father says about us. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Our Father is not mocked. God is not mocked. That's what the scriptures say. You understand? All right, no sweat. Go ahead, bro.
Okay. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 15, verse 14. And also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge,
Good night. That's going to be a beautiful day. Go ahead.
and afterward shall they come out with great substance.
With great substance, man. You know what I'm saying? With the kingdom of heaven. You know what I'm saying? Like the Bible all lines up with itself. Like there's no inconsistencies throughout the Bible. It's telling you what's gonna happen and what's happening right now. You feel me? What it says in Revelation. You feel me? It's gonna come a time. Read that again.
Okay. And also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge,
Mm-hmm.
and afterward shall they come out with great substance.
Good night, brother. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. You know what I'm saying? What we must do right now is stay strong, man. Stay strong. Stay diligent. Have longevity. You feel me? Have patience. You understand? Have patience. You know what I'm saying? Let's suffer for each other. Keep reading.
Okay. Verse 15. And thou shalt go to thy fathers in peace. Thou shalt be buried in a good old age. Verse 16.
Right now, we getting alive young right now. We getting unalived young. You know what I'm saying? We getting unalived in the womb at an alarming rate right now in America. But keep on reading. It's gonna come a time where guess what? The Lord gonna do away with Planned Parenthood, and we can live. We can what does it say?
Shall go to thy fathers in peace. thou shalt be buried at a good old age.
Where we will be able to live peacefully and die peacefully. Just like Queen Elizabeth, after the abuse that she did to the Native Americans a couple hundred years ago. I don't know how old the woman was when she passed away. You know what I'm saying? But she absolutely, everybody know her about what happened at the camp. What was the camp? Lejeune? I believe so. Not that one. It was something that she did with the Native Americans out in Canada. You know what I'm saying? And her and her, I guess her husband at the time was Guiltwood. You know, they swept that under the rug. You feel me? But guess what? She got to live a peaceful, delicious life. And guess what? She died peaceful. But guess what? We gonna make sure we bring her back up under that ground and get judged by the Lord. You know what I'm saying? In fear and in fright, man. Lord willing. Look, keep on reading.
Kanawakan. Verse 16. But in the fourth generation they shall come hither again,
Uh-huh.
for the iniquity of the Amorites is not yet full.
Mhm.
Verse 17. And it came to pass that when the sun went down and it was dark, behold, a smoking furnace and a burning lamp that passed between those pieces.
Mhm.
Verse 18. And the same day the Lord made a covenant with Abram, saying, Unto thy seed have I given this land, from the river of Egypt unto the great river, the river Euphrates. Verse 19. The Kenites and the Kenizzites, and the Kenizzites,
And Kenzites.
Kenizzites, I don't count,
Uh-huh.
and the Kenizzites and the Cadmonites. That's where I stop.
All right, go ahead, brother. Where you at right now?
14 and 20.
14
15
and 20.
and 20.
15 and 20. All right, read that 7, then after that, read the 10.
Kind.
All right. Bear with us, we almost through it. You know what I'm saying? It's been a hell of a class.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 15, verse 20, in the Hebrew. Wa'ath ha chafia. Wa'ath ha parazia. Wa'ath ha rapa'ayim. Verse 21. Wa'ath ha amaria. Wa'ath ha kanaanya. Wa'ath ha garagashia. Wa'ath ha yabawasya. Verse 1. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 16, verse 1, in the Hebrew. So we're going to Genesis 16 and 10.
Yeah. Just go ahead and read that 7.
It wasn't 7.
Like the 7 that you done reading the 7 from 15.
I was only 2 left. It was only 20 and 21. Should have read them all. But now we're in 16 and 1.
All right. So, have you read 7?
No,
All right, just keep on reading.
I'm done. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 16, verse 1. Washaria, Ashaf, Abaram, La'ah, Yalada, Slakia, Yalada, Lawa'ah, Slakia, Lawa, Wala, Shapakha, Mud Taza Rayah, Washama, Hagar. Verse 2. Wa Sa Amar, Sharyah, Al, Abaram, Anah, Na'ah, I Tazar, Nayah, Yahweh, Maladath, Ba'ah, Na'ah, Al, Shapakafia, Awalya, Abanah, Mana, Wa Yashamai, Abaram, Lapawal, Sharyah. Verse 3. What's a quack? Sharat, like Sharyah. Ashaf, Abaram, Ak, Agar, Ha, Matazariyah. Shapaktha, Makwataza, Ishar, Shanyam, La Shabbat, Abaram, Ba'awataza, Kana'ain, Wathathan, Slaki, Wathathan, Atha, La Abaram, Ayasha, Lawa, La Asha. Verse 4. Waya Ba'a, Al, Agar, Wathahar, Watha Ra'ah, Kaya, Haratha, Wathaqual, Gabartha, Ba'ai, Yan, Naya. Verse 5. Watha Amar, Sharyah, Al, Abaram, Chamasiyah, Salakia, Chamasiyah, I Layaka, it's like I Layak, Anakia, Nathathaya,
Nathafia.
Amakan, Nathathia, Shapaxia, Ba Chayaquaka, Ba Chayaquaka, Wa Thara'a, Kaya, Ha Ratha, Wa Aqual, Ba'ai Yanaya, Yashapat, Yahweh, Baya Naya, Wa Baya Nayaka. Verse 6. Now back to the English. Now read it. Back to the English now.
Uh huh. Excellent work, brother.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 15, verse 20. And the Hittites, and the Perizzites, and the Raphaims, verse 21, and the Amorites, and the Canaanites, and the Girgashites, and the Jebusites. But chapter 6 is the book of Genesis, chapter 16, verse 1.
So real quick, man, the Lord established his covenant with Abram You know what I'm saying? And and gave him some land. You feel me? And told him whose land he gonna be ascertaining. But go ahead.
Khan. Now Sarai, Abram's wife, bare him no children, and she had an handmaid, an Egyptian, whose name was Hagar. Verse 2. And Sarai said unto Abram, Behold now, the Lord hath restrained me from bearing. I pray thee, go in unto my maid. It may be that I may obtain children by her.
So real quick, you know what I'm saying? This is who Sarah told Abram to lay down with and have children with. You feel me? But this isn't what the Most High God wants. You feel me? We gonna find out. We gonna find that out soon. Soon as we continue to read on. You feel me? I don't know if it's in this particular scripture, in this chapter. I don't think we're gonna be able to get to it today. But you know what I'm saying, man. If we're not, let's make sure we tap in next Sabbath, and we'll definitely get into it. You know what I'm saying? But real quick, just like any good wife, you know what I'm saying, a woman want to see her man happy. You feel me? And so she referred her handmaid. You feel me? Keep reading.
Khan. And Abram hearkened to the voice of Sarai. Verse 3.
So real quick, contrary to Christian popular belief, and this is why these wopsies, this is frankincense and myrrh. Alright, no sweat, no sweat. It's all good, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Contrary to popular belief, man, a man can have as many wives as he so pleases. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't learn this in the Christian church. You know what I'm saying? We learned this. We learned this through. We learned monogamy through the lens of white, through the lens of our oppressor. You know what I'm saying? And monogamy is a Roman concept. You know what I'm saying? Was it Greek or Rome? I believe Rome. It's a Roman concept. You feel me? Because in Rome they live alternative lifestyles. You know what I'm saying? They only got with a woman to bear them children, and then other than that, they were in men. You know what I'm saying? That's where monogamy comes from. You know what I'm saying? So a woman could bear children for alternative lifestyle man. You feel me? And that's forced monogamy. Monogamy should never be forced within a relationship. You know what I'm saying? That causes adultery. You feel me? When a man would let go into a woman and throw her away, and then lie to his woman like he didn't do it. You feel me? Whereas in here, we teach a man to be a man. Stand on business. You feel me? If you have another man, if you have another woman, you know, keep it G. Don't lie about it. You feel me? Like, or you know, it's your business. You feel me? That's a man's business. But contrary to popular belief, a man can definitely have more than one wife. You got that, brother?
Khan. If I could just add one thing, when you said stand on business, that's heavy because you gotta take care of all your wives.
Mm-hmm.
You can have favorites, but you can't just not take care of a wife. And be like, I'm with my favorite wife all the time. You lay with her, that means you love her. You have to love is an action word. But I had to add that.
If you could make it make sense, what's that one scripture? I believe it's in Beaumont. Well, his raiment should not change. Just Google. Hold on. Let me get it. The duty of marriage should not change. Oh, it's in Exodus chapter 21, verse 10. You know what I'm saying? Because understand that, you know, our nation, the nation of Israel is not established from monogamy. You know what I'm saying? Our forefather had like 4 wives. You know what I'm saying? He had like 4 wives. You feel me? Like, we out here trying to be a nations, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything ain't expedient. Just because you can, that don't mean that everything is expedient. You feel me? You don't have to have more than one wife. You don't have to have a wife at all. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't expedient. You feel me? It's at your discrepancy and your level of discipline. You feel me? But go ahead, keep reading.
Is that scripture?
Yeah.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 21, verse 10. If he take him another wife,
If we take him another wife, this is what the Bible says. Keep reading.
her food,
Mm-hmm.
her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish.
Right. So whatever energy you had with her, keep that energy. You feel me? Don't deprive her of you because you have another wife. Whatever thing that you was providing for her, keep doing it. You feel me? Don't ever stop. Keep that same energy you came in there with. You feel me? Don't ever deprive her of that duty of marriage. You know what I'm saying? Same thing for a wife. If a man has another woman, don't deprive him of your duty. You feel me? Just because you hurt. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, see what you got.
Help me kind of process having a husband with multiple wives and
Mhm.
like being accepting of that is
That's all
when
okay.
thank you. When I think about what my husband does for me and I think about how dependent I am on him and I think
Mhm.
about how I wouldn't want to deprive another woman of that. And it's like the same needs that you have to expect other women have those emotional needs. They need the guidance and stuff like that. So I always think about like the same way you need it, she needs it too. So who are you standing in the way of?
And guess what? A man can definitely provide that. You know what I'm saying? Because it might not just be one woman. You might not be the only woman that needs that man. Another woman may need him. You feel me? Push the emotions to the side and try to be understanding about it. And understand that that man, in a UPK man, will never leave you. We will never leave you because we understand that marriage is forever. You know what I'm saying? Till death do us part. You know what I'm saying? It is forever until until we get taken out the game. You feel me? Other than that, we locked in. Ain't no switching up. You know what I'm saying? Like we have to be diligent in these marriages. You feel me? No matter how many wives your husband may have. Because the sister brought out something very very heavy. You know what I'm saying? Something very heavy that another woman might need that man. You know what I'm saying? What he got with her ain't got nothing to do with you. Y'all don't mean that he love you less. You feel me? Just got a lot of love to give. You feel me? That's all.
And sisterhood.
It's definitely sisterhood. Guess what? It's making our nation bigger. You know what I'm saying? The Lord want us to be a great nation. He wants to have children. You feel me? So don't deprive another woman out of what your man can provide. You feel me? By being emotional. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep these marriages together. You feel me? Let's keep these marriages together. Everybody understand that? All right, no sweat. Let's keep on moving.
Khan, verse 3. And Sarai, Abram's wife, took Hagar, her maid, the Egyptian, after Abram had dwelt 10 years in the land of Canaan,
So this is a Hamite woman. Keep reading.
and gave her husband Abram to be his wife. Verse 4. It's lucky. I got a question I don't want.
Mm-hmm.
This was before the law, statutes, and commandments. So,
Well,
was this a sin what Abram was doing right here?
I'm gonna say lie, but I'll definitely get that breakdown for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I forget how it go. Definitely. I'll break it down next time. Yeah.
Come. It's lucky. So we're at verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
And he went in unto Hagar, and she conceived.
Mm-hmm.
And when she saw that she had conceived, her mistress was despised in her eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 5. And Sarai said unto Abram, My wrong be upon thee. I have given my maid unto thy bosom. And when she saw that she had conceived, I was despised in her eyes.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord judge between me and thee.
Mm-hmm.
Back to the Hebrew. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 16, verse 6 in the Hebrew.
You can stop at 2.
Khan. Waya Amar, Abaram, all, Sharia, Hana, Shapakha, Saka,
Shabakafka.
Salakia, Shapakafka, Bayadika,
Badiyaka.
Salakia, Bayadka, Aishaya,
Mm-hmm.
La, Hatawab, Ba'ai, Yanayaka, Salakia, Ba'ai, Yanayak, Watha'ina, Sharia, Wathabarak, Ma Panya, verse 7. Waya Ma Taza'a, Mala'ak, Yahweh, Il, Ayan, Hamayam, Ba Madabar, Il, Ha Ayan, Badarak, Shawar, verse 8. Waya Amar, Hagar, Shapaka, Sharia, Aya, Mazah, Ba'ath, Wa Ana, Talakaya, it's like a Talakaya, Wa Amar, Ma Panya, Sharia, Gabar, Salakia, Gabarathia, Anakia, Bug Rakat, verse 9. Waya Amar, La, Mala'ak, Yahweh, Shawabia, all, Gabarathaka, Waha, Sa'ainaya, Sakaf, Yadya, verse 10. Waya Amar, La, Mala'ak, Yahweh, Ha Rabbah, Arabah, Ak, Zara'aika, Wala'ah, Yasapar, Marad.
You see?
God,
All right, no sweet. We right. We here at the end. All right, go ahead, brother.
this is the book of Genesis, chapter 16, verse 6. But Abram said unto Sarai, Behold, thy maid is in thy hand. Do to her as it pleaseth thee. And when Sarai dealt hardly with her, she fled from her face. Verse 7. And the angel of the Lord found her by a fountain of water in the wilderness, by the fountain in the way to Shur.
So real quick, man, go ahead. Go ahead, brother. Just read it.
Okay. Verse 8. And he said, Hagar, Sarai's maid, whence camest thou? And whither wilt thou go? And she said, I flee from the face of my mistress, Sarai. Verse 9. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, Return to thy mistress, and submit thyself under her hands.
Mhm.
Verse 10, and the angel of the Lord said unto her, I will multiply thy seed exceedingly, that it shall not be numbered for multitude.
So understand, just because she got a little blessing, does not mean that her children were going to get the covenant. Nah, matter of fact, was that 10?
Tune in next
Gotta
time.
come in next time. You know what I'm saying? To
No,
get
I
the
ain't
full breakdown. You know what I'm saying? But getting the blessing and getting the covenant are two different things. You feel me? Just because even Christ gave a miracle to a woman he called a dog. You feel me? Because she knew her place. You know what I'm saying? But now she gotta humble herself up on the Sarah. You know what I'm saying? Because through Abraham and Sarah's conception, they were gonna bear Isaac, and Isaac's going to have the covenant. You know, just a little spoiler alert. But you know what I'm saying? The long way and the strong way, man. Gotta tune in next time. And with that, Amadium, which means to stand.
Hit the horn.
Yeah, hit the horn. Torah prayer. Oh, prayer Torah. So salute the Torah. Okay, yeah, go on.
Layashala.
Laya Shalom. Nice. I believe this.
You might have it right. I'm not sure. Wherever you go, it's good.
We're going. Hold on. That's it. Prayers.
Right here.
Prayers. Yeah, prayers. Alright. That's it. We start at number of these pages on these ones. Wafa Yahaka Wadam, Sar turn to face the east.
It's the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa,
Abanawa,
Shabbat Shemayim,
Shabbat Shemayim,
Kodash,
Kodash,
Hayat,
Hayat,
Shemka,
Shumka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Malakutka,
Malapothka,
Saba'ah,
Daba'ah,
Ratazayka,
Ratazayaka,
Hayat,
Hayat,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Ba'aratazah,
Ba'aratazah,
Kawa,
Kawa,
Hayat,
Hayat,
Bashamayim,
Bashamayim,
Nathanawa,
Nathanawa,
Lacham,
Lacham,
Kal,
Ka,
Yawam,
Yawam,
Wasalaknawa,
Wasalachinawa,
Kabawatnawa,
Kabawatinawa,
Kasalaknawa,
Kasalakinawa,
Kabawatinawa,
Kabawatinawa,
Wala'ah,
Wala'ah,
Taba'ayanawa,
Daba'ayinawa,
Banasaya 1,
Manasai 1,
Abal,
Abba,
Hawashayanawa,
Hawashainawa,
Mayan,
Mayun,
Rad,
Rad,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Laka,
Laka,
Hamalakwa,
Amalakwa,
Waha'ala,
Wahala,
Wahata Para,
Wata Parath,
La'awalamu,
Lawalamim,
Aman,
Aman. In the English, our Father,
our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
thy kingdom come,
thy kingdom come,
thy will be done
thy will be done,
in earth
in earth,
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread,
our daily bread,
and forgive us
and forgive us
our debts
our debt,
as we forgive
as we forgive
our debtors.
our debtors,
And lead us not
and lead us not
into temptation,
into temptation,
but deliver us
but deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
For thine is the
For
kingdom,
thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Sorry, turn to face the front. Sister Isupk, which means he said we're going to give a salute to the Torah. I mean, to the scroll. Yahbashim Yahshabrak Yah.
Yahaba Shem Yahshabrak Yah.
You got it?
Oh, damn. So like, you
You going to take it home, brother?
can hold it for a second.
Yeah, I got it, brother. All right. right? Sisters Amadim, which means, hold on, so like, we're gonna give a courtesy to the brothers. Men of Israel, Amadim, Amadim Shabbat, Barak,
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Barakatah.
Yadim Matah, Saul, turn the face of sisters Amadim. All right, men of Israel, Amadim Shabbat, Amadim, Barak,
Yahweh Shamar Lathan Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Yahweh, Shema, Alathan, Bahashim, Yahushua. Yadim Matah, dismissed.